Evie, what you doing, girl? Evie is knocked the fuck out. Damn, girl, you tired? You tired? We just came back from a little stroll. She slumped. Cheers. But yeah, welcome back to another episode of Backyard. Today we're continuing to work on the Ranger. Let me bring you guys in here real quick. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Backyard. Today it's a pretty warm day, so we're sipping some Corona Familiar. Sponsor your boy, come on, we need that sponsorship. Get these videos up, let's go. But anyways, today I'm sitting by the Ranger, as you can see at the tailgate. We're gonna be working on the Ranger today, and specifically, we're gonna be working on the speakers. So I've got in this box here with me, if I put my beer down. These are some connectors, but we got some kicker speakers right here. We got 4 of them, 2 for the front and 2 for the back. And these are the that's the model number right there, CSC 68. So they're 6x8s, 225 watt max. Nothing crazy, just something simple for the truck. I think I blew the stock ones. I mean, they still work, but certain songs with like bass and higher notes, it's just so distorted and wacky. So we're gonna swap them out, see how it sounds. And we don't have a sub for now. I'm gonna see how these sound and see if we need one. But eventually I think I might put like a small sub. I don't want to take up too much of the back space, so we're gonna look to see if there's any underseat subs. So if you have any recommendations for some small underseat subs, or like really small ones that won't take up too much space in the extended cab, let your boy know. But without further ado, let's get to it. I'm gonna move the cars around so I can have access to the doors and go from there. So cheers, y'all. All right, y'all, we're in the truck right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the stock speakers real quick. I'm just turning up the volume so you can hear what it sounds like. I don't know how good of a comparison this is gonna be. Go ahead and close the door. But we're gonna play a song that has no copyright, and hopefully has no copyright, and so you can hear it. So let's get it.
Bitch dance and throw that ass up, so big I can roll your ass up, drop it. I got my bags up.
It's not bad, but the bass is a little distorted.
Ass on fat, but the waist on moving. Got 3 rest, just spit on shoes and what you want, bitch. I ain't hushing, bitch dance.
Her face is an A, but her ass 10. He wants a picture, but he told us go to ask me. Leather pants got me feeling like a bad bitch. I'm still the same rocket since back.
All right, so you get a little taste of what the stock ones sound like. They're not bad, but they're not the greatest. So we're gonna swap out with the kicker ones and see how they sound like. Hopefully they're good, so stay tuned. Peace. All right, yeah, so we got these instructions on how to replace the speakers from Crutchfield. I don't know if you can see it on my phone, but we got these instructions and we're gonna try to follow them step by step. It shows you how to remove the door panel for the front and the rear, and how to exactly swap the speakers. Should be plug and play, but I'm gonna try to go through this and walk y'all step by step as well, in case you guys want to swap the factory speakers on I think it's for a 2001 to 2007 Ford Ranger that this will work on, as long as you got the power windows. But yeah, got the stuff in here from Crutchfield, and first we're gonna remove the front door panels and then go to the back. Got my little screwdriver set right here. Put the instructions to the side for now. We need to start off, we need a Phillips. So I'm just gonna grab any Phillips here. You get this little set on Amazon. It has a bunch of different attachments, Torx, flatheads, Phillips, everything you need, hex. But what we want to do, we're gonna go to the door, and there's 3 Phillips screws we want to remove. There's 2 here by the handle and 1 down here. All right, once you remove those 3, 1, 2, 3, you take this out and kind of just let it hang, and there should be this screw here. I switched screwdrivers just because this one worked better. The other ones were a little too thin for the screws, but it comes out nice. And once you remove that one, you should be able to pop out the whole trim and expose the speaker. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm doing this one-handed, so it's a little hard. That screw out, set it aside. All right, so I went ahead and removed the trim. You kind of just, once you take that screw out in there, you kind of just lift it out and it'll come out of these little grooves right here. Right now I'm kind of just letting it hang because I don't want to disconnect all this. So just make sure it's not tugging any wires you don't want to. But it should be good. And then the speaker's right here. So you just need a couple sockets or just one socket. Remove those 4 bolts. You should be able to remove the stock speaker. Ignore what I said about letting this one hang. What you can do is you can finesse that one through that opening right there. I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. I just grab this one and sneak it through there. Let that one hang there. And now you can take this out. So that one's hanging, this one's out. And we can set it to the side. And we just need the sockets to remove this. All right, so that right there, 6 mil. Grab your 6 mil and just remove those 4, and that should pop the speaker out. Should be really easy. All right, so your speaker should pop right out when you take those 4 out. There's that cable right there. Go ahead and disconnect that. And now you can set these to the side. Garbage. And this is your opportunity to go ahead and clean all this nasty shit too. It's pretty gross. All right, so now we're gonna get our wiring harnesses and our first set of speakers, and we're gonna go ahead and connect them. Okay, so since it comes with a harness, you can go ahead and ignore these. These you would basically need to take that clip out and splice them in with this kit. But what you can do is you can grab this, plug it in there, and then here there's 2 connections. So there's the small pin and the large pin, and then the small pin and the large pin, your ground and your positive. So go ahead and just plug those in. That's as simple as that. That's it. And then you can plug that in to your car. And then it came with hardware to mount it. All right, since these are 6x8s, you can just use the same hardware and should mount on the same spots. So I already got these 2 in. I did those off camera. Before you commit, you want to make sure and test it. I already did that off camera as well, and this one's working perfectly. So we're gonna finish this one up, close it up, and then work on the next ones. This first speaker's mounted, so we're gonna put this trim back on. Already tested it. Then we're gonna work on this one and do the same thing on the other side. So the back uses the same size speakers, but it's different process to removing this. I think you got to take off the seatbelt shit and all that bullshit. So I'll walk you through that once I get that back on. Got this door back in, everything's good. So now it's back. Basically you just put it the same way you took it out, put the screw in the back, the 2 screws, lock it in, bottom screw, lock it in. Make sure you put this through the lock hole. So now we're going to the back and the extended cab. Basically you want to pry this thing open on the seatbelt. You take that off, set it to the side, and then you want to remove this. I believe it's a 15mm or so. So I'm gonna go get my socket, remove that, and then you can remove the clips in here little by little. So now this part, once we remove that nut, see this exposed, it just helps you take this trim out. It helps to have one of these trim pullers. Basically just get in there and start prying it out. There should be a bunch of clips. You don't necessarily need one, but it helps facilitate this so you don't damage anything. So I'm gonna do this off camera because it's kind of hard with one hand, and then we'll go from there. Got all the bolts out. Now you can pop this out. Same deal. Remove this connector. Remove that connector. Set the speaker aside. It's garbage. Same thing, connect your ground to the smaller one and then the positive to the positive. And you're gonna connect this in and screw it back on. So again, you want to make sure you test it. I did that off camera. We're good to go. Put our trim back in. Should be easier to put it in than take it out, and then we'll move on to the other side. All right, we got the trim back in. It's nice and secure. Door closes. We're good. Got the little seatbelt back on. It comes down and retracts. It's all straight. But yeah, we're pretty good to go now. I think so. We're done with this side. We got the 2 speakers, tested them. So now we're gonna do the same with that side. Just do it real quick. Not really gonna show you all the details because you already saw that. But I lied. They did give us the other wiring harnesses. They were just tucked away in the packaging box. So we got the other 2 right here. We don't gotta do any splicing or anything. And we can connect these. So we're gonna go ahead, do this side, and it should be done. So let's get it. All right, so we're ready to get started on this side. We're gonna do this door first, but before we do, we need a refill on our essential tools. Don't mind my ghetto bottle opener. That's all I can find. Cheers, let's do this. All right, front speakers in on this side. Just got to get the back. And this one's the tough one. But it's fucking cold out here. I'm gonna go get inside real quick. Alright, so we got the back speaker in, we're putting the trim in. One note before you put this trim in, usually when you take it out, these clips right here, pop them out, they stay attached in these holes. I recommend after you take that out, pop them out. Get like a little clip prior or something and pop them out. It's gonna be a pain in the ass, but it'll pay off, because aligning these in here and putting the trim back on while these little tree clips are still in is a pain in the ass. So it's just take the time, take them all out, and then you can just insert and slide them in there, and then they should just all fall into place when you put it back in. All right, y'all. All right, everyone, so we got all the speakers in. Got the 2 fronts and the 2 rears. Did a test, they all sound good. So now we're gonna do an actual test and hear them all turned on together and see how that sounds. Hopefully we get no copyright. All right, so we turn on the sound. I got the video queued up. Where's the song? Let's go to our Bluetooth. Connect that motherfucker. Come on, connect, bitch. There we go. I wasn't pressing it correctly. Now we on the Bluetooth. Alright, sounds cool. Sheesh, the bass is hidden. Worry about a bitch, but if your bitch bad, swear to God, I'll make a switch. Pussy, you just made a list. I just flip a switch. Always
around me with 100.
All right, y'all, so we just did a quick little sound test. They sound good, way better than stock. Highly recommend these if you want to put some relatively affordable speakers. I think in total it was, I want to say, around $150 for all 4 speakers, so for the 2 fronts and the 2 rears. The bass is definitely a lot cleaner than the stock. I don't think I really need a sub, but I kind of want to put one in just to feel that extra oomph. So if you guys have any recommendations for subs that aren't too big, I'd kind of like to put one in right here, like remove this and put one in right here, or one that goes under the seat. So we'll see. But anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna finish up my Corona. Remember, don't drink and drive. But if you're not drinking a beer while working on your car, you really working on your car, Corona, sponsor me, somebody. Boom. But anyways, with that being said, thanks for watching. Stay blessed. Peace.